Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Taurus, November 30th, 2022. Today's transits are excellent for reviewing your feelings or recent experiences and coming up with something valuable. A pleasant surprise from the past can figure strongly. Your desires are in strong focus, and challenging them constructively would be helpful. While you're paying special attention to your emotional world, you can easily find yourself working toward practical solutions to problems with Mars and Saturn in harmony. Returning to a past dilemma with more information or determination and motivation can be significant. Working toward long-term security can be satisfying. It feels good and mature to consider strategies and plans that help you in the future, not only in the moment. Very volatile vipers are visiting the skies today and tomorrow. Mighty Mars, the red planet of passion but also war, will stand across the sky in an opposition with mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger who now spins within your solar 12th house of hidden enemies, secrets, and karma. Someone will likely be out for blood, targeting you and your personal or romantic life. While it is fine to stand up for yourself, don't jump the gun and act defensively or aggressively. Stand in a grounded state and focus on breathing through the frustration and chaos. Focus on what you value the most. As Mars retrograde in Gemini trines Saturn in Aquarius, you may feel like work is taking you in a few different directions. You might have a few job offers on the table to consider, or various opportunities to consider in your current workplace. Having options is nice but potentially overwhelming. Use today's airy trine to discuss your thoughts and to ask pertinent questions to gain more information. By doing so, you may need to use what you value to decide on your next move. The moon finds itself in the right place at the right time today, with its monthly visit to your income sector doing more than just sharpening your nose for money and acting as a trigger. The moon not only aligns with Saturn here and at the same time forms a friendly aspect to Mars on the job front, but just as they have come together themselves. The moon just happens to be here during some of the most powerful days of the year on the income and job fronts. You may feel like friendship is the most important thing in life, and if this is true, you must be very careful about who your friends are. Communication will be greatly enhanced by keeping your thoughts to yourself until you are ready to voice them. Try thinking through your relationship issues while you lift weights or exercise and focus on what you really want to say to someone while doing so. The truth will find its way to the surface. Things will feel all shiny and new today, and with this you have a great start. Get yourself out there and see what you can get going. Consider incorporating something totally wild and different into your routine today regardless of what you have on your agenda. Bring some freshness into your perspective and your chores. Allow your innate sense of adventure come out and play. Chances are it's been far too long since you did something crazy. Have some fun. As the moon makes its monthly visit to your income sector, it not only finds itself in the right place at the right time today but is managing to get you right inside a powerful alliance between Saturn here and Mars in your work sector. The moon isn't just sharpening your nose for money and allowing you to become more emotionally and intuitively engaged in what is a defining week on the income and job fronts but connects directly with both Mars and Saturn today. You can feel the power that is coming from this. When the moon left Capricorn yesterday, this last visit before Venus, the planet of love, returns next week. This left behind a taste of things to come. It was the moon's friendly aspect to planets on the romantic front over the weekend that were a small taste of things to come, with Venus not only do the same but for a lot longer. Venus began the year in your sign and she will end it here as well. Our eyes in the sky. The cosmic climate is challenging today as the Aquarius moon allies with Saturn while also butting heads with Mercury, Venus, and Mars. The energy here can put your will at odds with your emotions, making it difficult to know which way you should move forward. You might also feel weighed down and unmotivated as these funky vibes wash over everyone. Meanwhile, stubborn behaviors are likely to manifest, so you'll want to watch out for these in both yourself and others. Tension will hang in the air, so if you feel like you need a timeout, permit yourself to take one. You're able to keep track of the things that matter, managing to take control and concentrate on what's important to you. Such an optimistic approach positively affects your personal life, helping you to resolve any potential problems you must deal with and uncover the true significance of your relationships and exactly the direction they are heading. Your ability to understand any situation is good, and you're able to undertake any sort of mental task. Equally, you're communicating without any difficulty, so possible negotiations or similar conversations turn out to be successful. You also find your general level of curiosity is heightened, and you're keen to acquire knowledge and learn as much as you can. Your thoughts have seldom been so lucid and in harmony. Problems with relationships that seemed insurmountable just a short time ago are now resolved without further arguments. The time has come to revive personal bonds. Enjoy this phase and experience life with other people. The memories will last for a long time. Don't be surprised by certain situations and dating opportunities that crop up. There's plenty to contemplate and consider in the coming weeks before you make any decisions. Think about how you want to allow your heart to be directed. Showing good sense assures time spent isn't wasted and for nothing. In the evening, we'll see more rocky vibes as the moon shares a harsh aspect with unpredictable Uranus. This energy threatens to challenge what we usually feel we can rely on, which can lead to destabilization and strained emotions. Just after midnight, the Aquarius moon sextiles the Sagittarius sun, granting us inner peace and confidence. If we are awake, our strong sense of self will facilitate authentic connections with others. We celebrate the quirkier sides of our personalities, forging relationships based on niche interests and shared dreams. If we are asleep, we can expect uplifting dreams where novel experiences shift our perspective in affirming ways. What interests you most is of a positive nature and helps you gain insight into many new issues and make progress at every opportunity. These encounters stimulate the exchange of ideas that provide numerous sources of inspiration. Ideas to make your relationship more interesting, or opportunities to travel and broaden your horizons. After sunup, Mars in Gemini trines Saturn in Aquarius, the second of 3 trines in Mars' retrograde cycle. These transits create a narrative arc that supports tempering our passions so we can focus our willpower. The first of these trines occurred on September 27th with Mars in direct motion. Think back to this date. Was there a project kicked off around this time that you have since lost momentum on? This trine reminds you that although a redesign may be in order, this project is still viable. In fact, it is destined for success, despite false starts. What steps can you take at this point to push this enterprise along? You're allowed to get experimental in your process. Think outside the box. Take a few risks. Defy a few expectations. The final trine between Mars and Saturn will be on March 30th, 2023, after Mars enters Cancer and Saturn enters Pisces.